if you're looking to immigrate to Canada and you want to know about the various types of visas, then you're definitely at the right place.
There are different kinds of visas. There is a provincial nominee visa. There is a family sponsorship.
Oh, that reminds me, isn't spousal visa under family sponsorship?
Of course.
And that's how I came to Canada. Well, for that, you actually need to find someone you want to get married to. You need to fall in love.
she just got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
But the most wanted one is the express entry visa. Lots of my friends from different countries, they inquire about express entry visa.
Yeah, even my friends back home, they always keep asking me how to apply for Canada and especially how express entry visa works. So this video today is specially about express entry. So if you are interested in this visa, please keep watching.
And this is one of the fastest ways to come to Canada. In order to apply for express entry visa, there are 4 easy steps. Step number 1, find out if you're eligible to apply for it or not. Second, get your document ready. Third, submit the profile online. Step number 4, receive an invitation for permanent residence.
So let's move into these steps and try to understand how we can work our way towards express entry. Step number 1, like you said, is to find out if you're eligible or not. You actually need to visit the Government of Canada website. It's canada.ca. I'm going to post the link down here. So you can go to that website and you can fill in a questionnaire. It actually takes you 10 to 15 minutes to answer that questionnaire. It's about age, it's about nationality, it's about your language ability, it's about your previous work experience.
Sorry, skilled work experience. Skilled.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole skilled work experience is classified under National Occupational Classification Code. There's skill 0, which mainly basically it's for managerial job type.
Sorry, even though it's a 0, it's not a 0. It's just a way of how they categorize it.
Skill level A is for professionals like doctors. Skill level B is for technicals like electricians. Skill level C is for intermediate jobs, and skill level D is for labor jobs.
So basically you can find your NOC code based on these types of jobs. So if you've been, say for example, in a management level job, then you know what your type is, like that's type 0 or O.
If you want to come through express entry, you must have type 0, A or B to qualify for express entry.
Yeah, well, that almost brings us to the end of step 1, which is determining your eligibility. And if the questionnaire says that you're not eligible to apply, sorry, maybe you can try into some other category. And we will talk about different types of visas in our upcoming videos. But for now, everyone who is eligible to apply, woohoo! Let's move on to step number 2.
So step 2, you need to have all your documents ready. Get all your documents arranged, even though you don't need it right away, but you still need information from those documents. Some of the documents are passports, travel documents if you have traveled somewhere else, or if you've been living or working somewhere else. Suppose lots of people from back home, they live in Saudi or Dubai, they work there. If you live more than 10 years, you might need that information too. You need language test results.
Which reminds me of IELTS. IELTS is one of the most popular language tests and it's very widely acceptable here. IELTS or IELTS. One of the tips when you're writing IELTS is to focus a lot on listening. If you score really high on listening, that definitely gives you an edge and it definitely brings your application up top.
Next one is assessment of your education or certifications or degree. Which one did you do?
Mine was WES, which is World Education Services. That's the one that I used when I was filling in my application, and I feel like they're very good. I would definitely recommend you getting your education assessed by WES, and yeah.
And if you have any provincial nomination or job offers from any companies in Canada, you might have to show that too.
So what if you don't have an offer? You don't have provincial nominee or offer. What then?
That's okay. You can still apply. Those are optionals. Those are optionals.
Okay. So moving on to the next category of documents that you will need. It's not for immediate need, but down the road you're going to need police clearance certificates from wherever you've lived. From back home, I had to hand in my police clearance certificate, so that's something that you will need once you move further into this application process. You will also need medical tests, which is what I did too, and you will need proof of funds. So how much money are you going to be bringing into Canada? How much do you have? That's something that they're going to ask you too, so be prepared.
One more thing, if you lived 10 years outside your country, then also you have to provide the police certification from that country too.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that. I believe it's 6 months at a stretch if you've lived in a place outside of your home country, then you have to produce a police certificate. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, but nevertheless, you're going to get all that information on the Canada.ca website. If you have any further questions that you're not sure about, or anything that we've said which is unclear to you, please drop them off in our comments box and we'll definitely answer those questions. So step number 3 is to create a profile online on the Canada.ca website, and in order to create the profile, you're going to need that reference code that you received when you checked your eligibility in step number 1.
By the way, you need 2 things, okay? NOC code, and you also need IELTS results.
Oh yeah, so before you create the profile online, you would need these 2 things, the NOC code and your IELTS score, and maybe some other information. Everything is listed on the website. So basically what the government of Canada does is it creates a pool for the immigrants, or potential immigrants, and once you apply for this visa, you will be placed into that pool, and there's a point score, or you can say there's a scoring system. So based on how many points you have, which will depend on the information that you provide in your profile, you will be given an invitation to apply. So it's very important to put in as much information as there is, like put in your current experience, your previous experience, your age. Age is also an important factor.
The younger you are, the chances of you getting here is better. And one of the main factors is IELTS. If you have a good band, 8 or above, you're gonna get a good point.
So you have 60 days to apply. You have to make sure that once you determine your eligibility, which we did in step number 1, you have 60 days to make a profile and submit your application online. If you don't do it within those 60 days or 2 months, it's going to be null and void. Then you have to start all over again.
That's true.
So these points that we talked about, they're the CRS, or the Comprehensive Ranking System is what it's called technically. So it's a system that allots points to you. I think it's based on skills, your education, your language ability,
your IELTS exams,
yeah, etc., etc.
The latest CRS score for this August was 454, and if you have 454 or above, congratulations, you might come to Canada.
So the last step is receiving your invitation. So if you score high on the CRS system, then you are going to receive an invitation to apply from the government of Canada. And remember, you have how many days?
60 days.
Oh yes, you have 60 days or 2 months to apply. Once you receive an invitation, you'll to apply during that time, then it's cancelled and you have to start this process all over again. So please keep a check on your emails after you put in that application. You might get an invitation anytime, provided you score high on CRS. And that pretty much brings us to the end of Express Entry. One thing we've not talked about actually is permanent resident.
We'll talk about PR in another video because it's a whole big topic. So stay tuned.
Yep, and that brings us to the end of Express Entry Visa. If you have any questions, please drop them off in the comments section and we will try our best to answer them to the best of our ability. And yes, please do keep watching our videos. If you found this video to be entertaining, fun and educative at the same time, please like,
share,
subscribe,
and hit the bell icon, please.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.